It doesn't. Oh. Okay, this ain't for the scent. Let me start there.
All about natural beauty. Yeah, Slim Reshae.
Hey y'all, welcome back to my channel. Today we are doing a Sephora haul, so let's get into everything I bought. Okay, first things first, I've been loving the Fenty Skin Lip Oil. So I got my hands on this one, and this is in the shade Black Cherry. This is their hydrating and strengthening lip oil. I have the yellow one, and I literally use it every day, and I was almost out. So I went to restock, but I saw this shade and was like, let me try this instead. So let's see how it looks. I feel like this shade is perfect for a no makeup look and perfect for everyday wear. So I'm excited to start using this shade in my daily rotation. Next up, I have some skincare items that I picked up from Youth to the People, and I got the 15% vitamin C caffeine energy serum, as well as the kombucha 10% AHA power exfoliant. So this one is an overnight exfoliating peel, and as much as I want to try this out on camera for you guys, I'm actually about to do my makeup, and so this is supposed to sit on the skin overnight, and you're supposed to start off slowly using it like one time a week. And you're supposed to leave it on your skin overnight. So I'm gonna hold off on trying this out on camera and try using it tonight, and I can give y'all updates on my Insta stories. But the other one, this caffeine serum, I wanted to try this out because, girl, as your girl is getting a little older, I feel like I'm looking a little bit more tired in the mornings, and she's probably not getting as much sleep as she needs to. So this has 15% vitamin C, and it has caffeine energy serum. That's what it's called. So I feel like this will be great in the mornings. It's supposed to brighten, firm, and depuff. So this is a facial serum. So it says in the morning, apply 2 to 4 pumps to cleanse skin and neck, and follow with a moisturizer. So we're gonna go ahead and do this because I did clean my skin already. So I'm just gonna do 2 pumps on each side, really focusing it up under the eyes. This definitely feels very smooth on the skin, and it feels a little refreshing on the skin, which I like. I think this will be something great to test out in the mornings to see if I see any like depuffing happening, or seeing if my skin looks a little bit more energized. So I'm excited to work this into my morning routine. The next thing I picked up is the topicals. This is their like fade cream, and this is supposed to be a brightening and clearing serum. Now I have purchased this before and used it a little bit, but I didn't use it consistently, and I wanted to try using it again. It says
to apply all over 1 to 2 times a day after cleansing for daytime use. Follow with SPF. Do not layer with AHAs, BHAs, or retinoids.
That's good to know, because babes, I was definitely about to layer. Well, this don't say AHA, BHA. So we're gonna try and layer. But I do use a lot of toners that have AHAs, BHAs. Child, it's important to read the instructions. But I'm gonna try to just do a little bit over my dark marks. This is something that I would do in like probably my nighttime skincare routine. Even though it says you could do it 2 times a day, I try to treat my skin, dark marks, that kind of thing at night. I also have the Bolden like dark mark serum that I've been trying. For some reason lately, my acne scarring has like really been leaving some dark marks. But I also just recently started back on like supplements, so like the biotin, iron, vitamin D, those things. And I do know that excess biotin will make you break out more, so that's what I'm attributing my current skin conditions to, but we're gonna work on it. So that is me just applying this. This is like a product that you have to use consistently over time, and allegedly it works really good. So we're gonna try and be consistent with this and see if these dark marks start to fade. So the next thing I got is the Sephora collection Fluff and Fix Brow Wax. This, holy grail, love this down. I also saw the Sephora Shape and Set Clear Brow Gel. I do think that I am more of a brow wax girly over brow gel. I typically like my brow gels once they get a little tacky, a little old, and they ain't as like liquidy. This is the brush on the Sephora one. Hopefully y'all can see that. This is what the brow wax one looks like. So I'm gonna do the brow wax on this brow, and then we're gonna do the brow gel on the other one. With the wax, I like to brush my hairs in the opposite direction first. And for me, I just feel like the wax just grips your hairs and go where you want them to go. Like, do y'all see this? How it's just laying it down? And like, my brows don't move once I do this. So then I go across the top and just shape it up. Perfection. You can't tell me otherwise. And this, I want to say, was like maybe $12 or something like that. Very much on the affordable tip. Now this is the other one. I'm gonna do the same technique. Layer some of the product from the back of the brush and just brush my brow hairs in the opposite direction, making sure all these little brow hairs are getting coated with the product. And then for a brow gel, I feel like I gotta let it sit a little bit before I start brushing it out, because it's still liquidy when you go to brush it out, and I feel like it don't be sitting in place. But this is my first time using this one, so let me not judge it too soon. The other thing with brow gel, I feel like it mixes with your skincare sometimes, and you have to be careful and make sure that you clean up around your brows so nothing weird start happening during the day. And even then, you see the difference. Like, she's cute, she's a little bit more on the natural tip versus the wax like gives you that laminated lay down, brows ain't going nowhere type look, which that's the look that I like. This is cute too, but I just wish it was a little bit more like precise and snatched. Okay, like, she's cute, she's a little different. But I do think, like, over time, once this gets a little bit more oxygen in it and it gets a little bit more tacky, I think she might be a good one. We'll have to see. For the purposes of this video, I'm gonna go ahead and touch up the areas that I want to touch up with the wax, just so my brows can look even in this video. But y'all saw what it looked like with the gel. Next, I got my hands on the Fenty Beauty Grip Trip Mattifying and Blurring Primer. Okay, not only did this look so cool online, but when I tested out in store on the back of my hand, when I tell you she mattified and she blurred, I was like, okay, Fenty, you sold me. This is a product that I would have loved to gotten in PR. But I didn't, and that's okay, because I'm gonna spend my coins on the good stuff, okay? So I got this one over the lavender one just because I feel like the girls are about to get into like the matte looks for the fall. Y'all tell me what you think, but I think matte might be coming back, okay? I'm gonna go in with this primer and I'll just pump it. Let's see. Okay, and then let me show y'all. Do y'all see my face? Do you see the blur? I mean, I already put some on this side, but you can see the blur, right? I can see it. Like, look at the skin. This is giving skin prep, okay? The base is blurred. The base looks good to me. Okay, this so far, I like her a lot. And I ain't even put my makeup on top of it yet, but I just, the blur is there, okay? It's not sticky. My face don't feel sticky or super like grippy, but it is mattified and blurred, okay? So there's that. If you want matte, if you want blur, she's giving very much that. Okay, I did my brows, now onto the base. I picked up this Milk Grip Gel Tint, and I've heard a lot of great things about this product over the summer. I know your girl is a little behind the 8 ball, but when I first went to try this, they didn't have my shade in store. I picked up shade 11, so I'm hoping that this is gonna be my match. Okay. She's definitely giving coverage. She's not my perfect match, but definitely doable. I personally would probably go a little bit more neutral and just like a shade, just a hair lighter. So this is a little bit darker than my skin tone. But the shade above this was a little bit too light. I would say this is like a medium coverage. There's a lot of factors that come into play when you're testing out makeup and stuff, including skincare. So I did have a little bit of peeling over here, but I don't know if that was from the topicals or not, which it might have been, but let's see. That's why I like to do like my treatment skincare at night. Yeah, I think that might have just been a little bit of that skincare peeling up. As you can see though, this is very much a little bit more orangey than my actual skin tone. And I actually didn't put a lot of foundation on my forehead because we're gonna come in and bronze and all the things. I'm gonna go ahead and do the rest of my base, and then I'll be back with concealer. I went ahead and bronzed my face, and before we do concealer, I wanna go in with a cream blush, and I received this blush from Patrick Ta, and the top one is gonna be the cream. This is in the shade She's Vibrant, and this is the Double Take Cream and Powder Blush. So I'm gonna get me a little brush and go into this cream side. Ooh, she looks pigmented. And we're gonna go ahead and apply the blush. Now I do think I need to start looking for some fall blushes because these blushes are giving me still summer vibes. But I love a cute little flush of blush on the face. So I think I'll probably get into maybe some like deep orangey blushes as we get into fall. But this one is very pigmented and so far so good. She looks cute. Now for concealer, I'm gonna use the LYS Beauty New Bright Start Concealer, I believe is what it's called. And it has the sponge tip applicator, but I love that you can take this off and just squeeze it out because I don't necessarily like doing the sponge tip part. I prefer to like use a brush and then put it on my face. And I will say the shades that they sent me are a little bit closer to like my skin tone. They're not necessarily like a highlighter shade for me, but I'm just gonna take a little bit and go ahead and dab this. I mean, yeah, these shades are a little bit more closer to my skin tone, but gives you like a natural highlight, so I'm not mad at it. Danessa told us to stop putting this concealer directly under the eye and leave a little bit of space like right up under the eye, so that's what I've been trying to do. But yeah, I'm gonna let this concealer get a little bit tacky before I continue blending it out. Now to set my face, I'm using the Charlotte Tilbury. This is their Airbrush Flawless Finish Complexion Perfecting Micro Powder. I love using this as like the first step to set under my eye because I just feel like it blurs the skin really nicely and gives you a nice base for when you're about to go in and bake with setting powder. So I'm just gonna do a little layer of this, and as you can see, the complexion is coming together. So far I picked up some good finds. Now for setting powder, I'm actually trying out some setting powder that I got in PR, and this is from Huda Beauty. This is the Duo, the Easy Bake Duo. And this is in Pink Pumpkin. Pink Pumpkin has Pink Velvet Cookie and Pumpkin Pie. So I believe this is the deeper shades. And you can change the sifter to where you could do one side or both sides at the same time. So I just did a little mix of both. I'm gonna kind of shake it together. And then we're gonna use this and set under the eyes. Another thing that I got and I want to show you guys, I did not buy this at Sephora, but I've been eyeballing some of Patrick Ta's products and they sent me. This is the Major Dimension Essential Artistry Edit eyeshadow palette in the shade Medium. So I did an eyeshadow look with this the other day and it turned out super cute. So I'm going to use this and we're going to do a little eyeshadow look. I also got these eyeshadow duos from Patrick Ta, so we're going to take some and add it to the lids. I'm going to use this one, which is called When the Sun Sets, and I'm going to use this top shade. Okay, I did not prime my lid or anything, so I'm just kind of throwing these shimmers on, which probably wasn't, I should have cut the crease with some concealer first, but here we are. This is such a pretty shimmer, and it would be even more stunning had I cut my crease with concealer first. But that's okay. We did a good job like this. This is random, but I saw on social media someone posted like the new 100 likes is the new 1K likes, because like maybe I'm not the only one who's been experiencing super low engagement, although you have like built a strong following with supporters and things like that. And I was like, dang, this is crazy. But at least, you know, I'm not the only one that feels that way. And I'll be trying hard. As y'all know, y'all should know by now, I'm back at work and work has been whooping my tail. But I'm trying to like get back in the zone of like when I first started YouTube and I was working and grinding all hours of the night. Like I'm literally filming this on a Sunday evening and I have to get up in the morning at 5 so I could go to the gym and all the things. So it's just like refinding, I guess, what works in this season for me, but also kind of rediscovering the things that I like and love when it comes to beauty, hair, all the things that I share like on my page. I definitely feel like I've not fell out of love with my hair, but I've been like, after I experienced some breakage and stuff like that, I've been like low-key hiding my hair because I just don't like the stage that it's in and the level of health that it's at. But my goal is to work on that. And by work on that, one, just start doing my natural hair more. I say that while I have a fake ponytail on, but this is for a video. But even a style like this is a little bit less tension and things like that. So yeah, I'm just trying to get back to my roots of like trying new things with my hair, doing a different hairstyle every week, and just falling in love with my hair again. And I think something that comes along with that is me dyeing my hair. Yes. And I don't want to dye it a crazy color. I always wanted to dye my hair like a lighter color, like a ginger or a lighter brown. My natural hair is like brown, and I pretty much let all of my previous like black hair color grow out, and so now my hair, even though it looks a little black here, like my natural hair is like brown. And it's cute, she's cute, but she looks a little tired sometimes, and I feel like if I just dye my hair black again, it's just gonna give me a little boost, and I'm gonna feel like my hair is doing a little something. So that's what I'm thinking about doing to my hair next. I also have been trying out mascara lately. I've never really been a mascara girly. I'm like throwing a lash strip and your girl's good. But I've been trying to get into mascara because on a day-to-day, like when I go to work, I literally just do some brow gel, skincare, and lip gloss. And so mascara will kind of like make me look a little bit more polished. So this one that I'm using right here is the Lancome Flutter Extension. This is the Lash Idol, and this one like does a really good job at separating my lashes. Next up, I'm going in with the Fenty Beauty Hella Thick mascara. Y'all, my girl Jalen, she raved about it, and I've had this, but again, I'm not a mascara girly, so I haven't like broken it out. And when I broke this out, I was like, wait a minute. This was actually making me be like, okay, you might can put down the lashes. Like, just sometimes. Sometimes you can put down the lashes because, like, you can actually see my lashes. So this is what it looks like with mascara done. Now I'm gonna go back in with that Patrick Top blush in the shade She's Vibrant, and we're just gonna take the powder side now and then go on top of where we placed our blush. I'm gonna go ahead and finish up the rest of my face, and then I'll be back to share the last few products that I picked up while I was at Sephora. Alright, so the last few things that I picked up from Sephora include some body and some hair care items and fragrance. So I got me another travel size of Father Figure in Fleur, and I love this scent. I went through one already, and I should have bought the full size, but I had already bought so much, I was like, girl, we can't add another $100 to this total. So we got the travel size, and once I run through that, then I'll get the full size. I like pairing that with my Kayali Pistachio perfume, and then I also got Rare Beauty's perfume in the travel size. I wanted to try it out. It had a very unique scent, and I wasn't mad at it. The top notes are caramel, pistachio, pink pepper. The heart is ginger, cocoa beans, and vanilla, and then the dry notes are sandalwood, tonka bean, and skin musk. So I'm just gonna spray this so I can smell it again and then let y'all know what I think about it. I don't know really how I would describe this scent, so I would encourage you to go to Sephora to smell it for yourself. But it has an interesting scent that I'm not mad at, and something that I would love to like throw on a day where I'm like, I want to switch it up and don't want to do my normal everyday fragrance. Okay, so I'm excited to continue trying that out. And then I saw that they had fragrance layering balms, so I picked this one up in Amber Vanilla. When I smelt it, babes, this smells good, and the lady was telling me these sell out all the time. And a layering balm is basically just gonna give you like a oil, kind of like if you do Vaseline before you put on your perfume, it's gonna make your perfume last a little bit longer, but this also has fragrance in it. So it's literally looks like that, almost looks like a primer. And I will say, with these like metal like tubes, you want to be careful just throwing it anywhere because it can get messy squeezing out the tube. But when I rub it in, it almost looks like a matte primer. And it's just like the faintest amber vanilla scent ever. But this, layering it with something, I bought that for fragrance. I got one other fragrance, but it's kind of in the hair category. And this is the Amika Aura Hair and Body Mist. Y'all, if you know, you know, I love the Soul Food mask from Amika, and I love the scent of it. this is that scent. This scent just smells so good, and when I get a whiff of it, it just, I don't know, it reminds me of Thanksgiving. Maybe that's because the hair mask is called soul food, but for some reason I think of Thanksgiving, fall, this scent. I just love the scent, so I'm excited to be wearing this. Okay, if I don't wear it daily, I'm gonna alternate this between my Fenty Hair Mist. Yeah, these two gonna be in rotation, because when somebody get a whiff of it, they gonna turn heads, promise you that. And last but not least, I got this Super Berry Firm and Glow Dream Body Butter from Youth to the People. So Youth to the People is one of my like favorite skincare brands right now, and I saw my homegirl talk about this as one of her favorite body creams, and as we're getting into ashy season, I was like, I need to get it so I can try it and see what it's talking about. And this is a big, she's hefty. This is a big jug. So I'm excited about this. It says use morning and night as needed, avoid contact with eyes. So this is gonna give me, it doesn't, okay, this ain't for the scent. Let me start there. This is not for the scent. This is more for the hydration. This don't smell like the best to me. But let's see if it glows the skin, give us a little glow. So I'm gonna just put a little bit on there. But if it do what it's supposed to do, then, you know, if it, ooh, it feels so smooth. Ooh, that feels smooth, y'all. And moisturizing. It kind of got an earthy scent, but not nothing bad. I don't feel like the scent is a scent that'll like linger or anything. So this is definitely like one you can just put on for the moisture and then apply your fragrance. The shoulder's looking moist. It's looking plump. It's looking firm. This feels good on the skin. So I'm excited to try this and definitely work it into my fall body care routine. And that is all, y'all. I know I've been running my mouth a little bit during this video, but I just wanted to share with you guys everything that I got from Sephora, as well as a few things that I got in PR that you can also find at Sephora that I've been loving. And this was not planned, but Sephora actually just happened to launch their storefront. So the same way we have like Amazon storefront, Shop My, all those kind of things, Sephora now has a storefront. So I'm going to be updating my Sephora storefront so you guys can see all of my Sephora favorites. I'm going to try and categorize them and things like that just for you, okay? So if you love shopping at Sephora and you love how my makeup looks, want to know how I smell, want to know how I get my hair, how the way I get my hair, I will definitely be adding all of my favorite products from Sephora on my storefront. So you'll be able to shop and view those items by clicking the link in the description box below. As always, be kind, be true, and be beautiful. Bye!
It's Reshae, can't you rub your booty? It's Reshae, oh yeah, it's Reshae.